So, as well as cooking other dishes, this is a real opportunity for you to do some upselling to the guest. Of course, they're going to come in and want some incredible food and incredible pastas. However, what else can you sell? For example, would they like additional chicken? Would they like an additional beef from some meatballs? What drinks would they like? All of these things are really important just so you can have a good rapport with the guest. And the more you engage and talk with the guest, the more they're going to trust you, the more they'll want to have incredible food, as well as you can do lots and lots of different things to make sure that we keep pushing our business well. The next dish that I'm going to do is going to be with a red sauce. So again, heat up the pan for about 30 seconds, and again, ask the guest what type of oil they would like, extra virgin olive oil or garlic oil. So again, here we go, a little bit of garlic oil in there. For this recipe, I'm going to use some beef bacon, 50 grams. The oil is nice and hot, so the meat's going to go in nice and gently. Give it a nice good stir. Again, ask the guests at this stage which vegetables they would like. For this recipe, I'm going to say we'll have some fresh tomatoes, some fresh broccoli, and with the bacon you can actually smell when it starts to cook, and the way we've sliced it actually cooks very, very fast. At this stage, tomatoes are going to go in. Don't forget what I said, 15 grams. Stir it for about 30 seconds, doesn't need too long, because you still want to have the vegetable fairly hard, but also to release the flavors. Then broccoli is going to go in. I'm going to give it maximum, stirring it for about 30 seconds again to 1 minute. In the meantime, what I can do is measure my pasta. This time the guest has chosen penne. Using exactly 185 grams. We have that ready. Now you can see the vegetables have cooked really nicely. The bacon is already cooked beautifully. So the next thing we need to do is to make sure we put everything together. This time I want to be using a really amazing tomato sauce. So don't forget, our ladle is 125 grams. I've got 2 ladles. Now please again bear in mind that we need to make sure that the hot becomes super hot. So everything is still at heat. Now what's happened is that the sauce is cold, so the pan temperature has reduced and calmed down. However, I've turned up the heat slightly, and now the temperature is starting to kick in. At no point have I seasoned it. Why? Number 1, the bacon is salty. Number 2, when we cook our sauce, we've already seasoned it highly. The sauce by itself is amazing. If I add more salt now, the guest might find it too salty. And don't forget, if the guest asks, or we've upped salt some cheese, for example, the cheese is also salty. Whether it's mozzarella, whether it's Parmesan, there's natural salt in there. Okay, now we're ready for the pasta to go in. So the pasta is going to go in now, 185 grams. Mix this in very nicely. And don't forget to explain to the guest, we don't want to give too much sauce because we want a nice light coating. We want those flavors to really infuse nicely. And you can see, even with 250 milliliters, which sounds like a lot, you're just lightly covering that pasta. Okay, everything is ready. Now we need to serve. So now that the pasta is ready and hot, next thing we've got to do is serve it. So what I'm going to do is I have my pre-prepared tray. What do I have with the tray? I have the bowl, I have the garlic bread, and I have the cutlery ready. Next thing we're going to do is serve. So what we're going to try to do first of all is put the pasta in as much as possible, and then what we do, as you can see here, I'm placing in the meat just on the top, because I want to see all of those lovely ingredients mixed in really well. At this stage, the guest wants some Parmesan, so we're going to do a little bit of Parmesan over the top. And once we have this, then we will garnish with a little bit of fresh basil. Nice and easy, super simple. Now what will happen naturally, because the sauces could be a little bit messy and you're in a hurry, you could have a few small stains on the plates. No drama, nice and simple. Just take a small tissue and wipe as much as you can so it's really nice and clean, so the guest doesn't see that, and then you can serve it and it's ready to go.